Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Sheheen alongside the 1997 Supercross champion and a member of the Motorcycle Hall of Fame, Jeff Emig. We are here today at the premier training facility anywhere in the world if you are into motocross racing. This is Baker Factory, and this is where the majority of the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna factory racing team comes and trains as they get ready to go racing each and every year. And Jeff, as I looked around this impressive facility today, talking to some of the riders on this Husqvarna squad, boy, this 2021 season really could be their year.
Well, it's an incredible team. I mean, it's basically a team of all-stars. Between the riders on this team, they basically won every major AMA motocross and supercross title that there is.
Let's break this down a little bit, starting with the 450 squad, the top guys. Who do you like over there?
Well, I think right now you got to look at Osborne as having the momentum. Won the 2020 AMA Pro Motocross Championship, of course. Just an outstanding summer, racing series. But remember, the last round of Supercross in 2020, he came out and won his first AMA Supercross event. Teammate of Jason Anderson, of course, former 250 West Coast Supercross champion. 2018 Supercross champion there, so just a stacked field, and then rounding out with Dean Wilson on the 450 also, who was always a contender. And remember, at the last Supercross you guys were at, they had a good run.
They did. They won the top 3 spots on the podium, all 3 of them finishing 1, 2, and 3. All that momentum carrying them into this 2021 year. But now let's talk about the 250 ranks here with this organization. And what I like about it is it's a unique mixture, Jeff. There's a veteran leader, there's a sophomore, and a rookie.
Yeah, RJ Hampshire, he's going to be on his 6th season, coming off of his very first pro motocross win last summer. So he kind of leads the squad. He's kind of the veteran of the young guys. We also have Jalek Swoll, who is going to be starting his 2nd year. So he had a number of top 10s in his first year of riding Supercross. And then Stilez Robertson, he's a straight up rookie. He rode a couple of motocross events last year, but he's going to be starting out 2021 not having any Supercross laps under his belt.
Yeah, but they did get a bunch of laps in 2020. So let's take you back and show you some highlights from the 2020 season. Well, hi everybody, we're back here now at the Baker Factory after that great video of the 2020 highlights. And we got the entire team with us here at the Baker Factory, and a newest member that we're going to introduce, well, not really new, but new in position at the far end down there, Steve Westfall. Scuba, you're the new team manager. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
We'll get into that position here in a little bit. And joining us from Southern California, the 2018 Supercross champion, Jason Anderson. Jason, welcome in. I know you do a lot of your training out west, so how's everything going out there in California right now as you get ready for the season to get underway?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been out here. I've been riding with Barsha, who's been at the track, so I've been doing a lot of this stuff by myself for the most part, but been working hard and hopefully we come out swinging.
So Jason, after winning the title, you've struggled a little bit. What have you learned in the last couple of seasons that can help you get back on the top of the podium and make another run at the championship?
Yeah, you know, I think it's been a while since I've even won a race, so I think just getting starts and being up there and having the fitness to run the whole main event motos is important, but these guys, you know, they just keep getting better and better, so they make it hard on me, but I think this year we could come out and we could be pretty good, so I'm excited to get this 2021 season going and see where it goes.
Zach, when it comes to Supercross, you come in with a lot of momentum, having won the last race in Salt Lake City, claiming the motocross championship during the summer, probably the most momentum you've ever had going into a season. How different is that for you mentally, because that's such a big part of this game?
Yeah, it doesn't really change anything mentally because the work's still hard during the off season. You know, like Jason said, the game continues to elevate. So it's nice to have you know, those accomplishments under my belt, but at the same time, it's still a hammer every day. You know, I have to come here and work my butt off to stay relevant.
So Stilez, here you are, the rookie in the bunch, and you got all these incredible veterans all the way around you here. Is that make it easier because you can learn so much, or is there a real hard part of trying to understand how this all goes down? And then I guess maybe the biggest question is, who's the worst when it comes to hazing the young guy?
No, I think it's good to have such a, you know, good team and veterans that I can learn from and, you know, go to for advice. And no, they're all really good and help me, so I'm looking forward to it.
RJ, how about you as you get ready for the season to get underway? Where are you at right now with your program? You're working out of the big building over here. That's a big step.
Yeah, it's been awesome. We made the transition right after outdoors. It's been, you know, riding with Zach, Coop, and Marv every day. It's definitely, the intensity's there. It's a lot harder, you know, just put it in that term. It's cool though. The team expects a lot out of me, and it's cool to be that guy right now that, you know, can give it to them. And I'm in a good place mentally, and having Zach kind of, you know, a very similar story as me, you know, just to look up to and get a lot of information from him. So it's been a cool and a really productive off season.
And then Jalek, so now here you're starting your second season. So now you have a full year of experience under your belt. You've raced Supercross, you've raced motocross. What, you know, how's your mindset different now than it was, let's say, 12 months ago?
I'd say probably just a lot more calm. Kind of know what to expect at this point, and yeah, I mean, I've just, you know, the switch here and stuff like that. It's been a nice little fresh start and stuff like that, and obviously I had the injury last year, but just like the whole off time with my shoulder and stuff like that really gave me a whole new perspective on what I want to do, and yeah, man, I'm ready, and I'm looking forward to this new season, and yeah, ready to turn some heads.
Speaking of starting, you know, part of when Ralph and I were talking about what we really wanted to learn from you guys was, like, why did you choose the sport of Supercross motocross? I mean, you're riding dirt bikes when you're a kid, you know. When did you first have this thought that, hey, I think this is what I want to do with my life, and I want to become a professional Supercross racer? Anyone?
I think for me, the first dream I ever had was, as a racer, was to be on the designations team.
Oh, yeah.
I had this random video, it was like an hour and a half long, of the designations from St. Jean d'Angely in 2001, I believe it was, or 2000 maybe. And that was, you know, seeing those three guys, which was at the time Rhino, Ricky, and Travis. And that was probably the first dream I ever had as a racer, was to be on that team.
So just the hillsides with just tens of thousands of fans, the flags, the noise, everything, that's what.
Yeah, that, and just, you know, representing your country at the highest level of the sport you love is a pretty special thing, I think.
Well, Dean, you've had 3 countries, if I'm not mistaken. You're originally from Scotland, did a stint in Canada, and then you were Californian.
Yeah.
Now you're a Floridian. You're
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, no, we're from, I got lots of places I'm from, but I've done quite a few destinations, and it's been it's pretty cool to experience that.
Jason, Husqvarna is all about a pioneering attitude and approach to their business and the organization, the way it's run. How much does that spirit carry over into the race team, and how the organization on the racing side approaches the events each and every Saturday?
Yeah, when I first signed with Husqvarna, they were just kind of coming back into Supercross. So they definitely are, pioneers in of the sport, and for me, being there from the beginning, getting some of their first, success with the first 450 win and stuff like that. The whole team works together really well. So as far as going racing and stuff like that, it's pretty cool to see, Husqvarna pioneering the sport and doing cool things, and it's cool to be along doing it with them.
Zach, Husqvarna has also worked very hard to reach out to the youth and to get kids interested in motorcycling in general. And you're a family man yourself now with some youngsters that you're raising. How much do you focus on when you're at the track, when you're not thinking about the next gate drop, of interacting with the fans and trying to welcome them in and get that whole spirit out to them?
I try really hard, and I think we all do. Supercross as a whole is probably the most accessible to the athlete in terms of how close you can get. At any given race day pre-COVID, you could go to their semi and get an autograph face-to-face or shake hands or whatever. So I think that's one thing that we're going to miss this year, and already that we've missed at the end of last year, was that fan interaction and just how much that they actually bring to the racing in terms of atmosphere and electricity in the air when you're sitting on the starting line. So it's a bit of a bummer that we don't have that interaction anymore, because I think that's one of the things that sets us apart as a sport from other sports and especially other motorsports. So it's always fun to have the fans and be able to interact with them and make their day special.
So, but you have 2 kids, right?
Yes, sir.
Age 2 and 6. So did they have the Husqvarna Stasic and the EE5 electric bike yet?
We don't have an EE5 yet, but we have 2 Stasics, so they enjoy riding those. And my little guy, he's a cinder, so I'm trying to hold off on the EE5 as long as I can.
Have you guys seen that thing or ridden the thing? Like the electric 50 ride, like you can change the height of the seat, adjust it. It grows from, a child as young as 3 or 4. You could probably ride it to about 8, but it's pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. I borrowed one for both my boys.
Oh yeah,
and you were able to lower it down and raise it, and it's pretty trick how they've designed it to fit all ages from probably 3 till 9 or 10.
Yeah, and our bikes are like scaled factory bikes. I mean, trust me, when I was a kid and I first started riding in 1975, we did not have anything like the EE5 or the TC50 and all that. Those things are pretty rad.
Yeah.
Which one of you would be the easiest to get along with, and then who would have the most quirks, like they're like kind of a diva?
Dean.
You get that, Jason?
Dean's the diva.
I'm the diva.
Dean's
Come
not the
on.
diva.
Oh,
Dean's
Zach's
diva.
coming back. Thanks, pal.
He's not the diva?
No.
No, I'm not the diva.
Who are you calling the diva then?
Ooh, I'm not saying nothing.
Who's the most
Say a word.
easygoing? Like, it's cool, whatever. I'll sit here, or be at the
I'll
back
say
of the line. or whatever.
Jalek's pretty good. When we're doing our motos and stuff, he's pretty easygoing, and he actually never complains about anything, his bike or anything. He could ride with bent. He could ride with bent bars and still like just finish out the day.
There was one time this year, though.
There
was one time.
No.
That's actually more of a scuba question.
There was
Don't
one
ask
time
us.
this year that he did complain that something was wrong. Something's wrong with clamps. To change clamps, change bar mounts, change clamps, change bar mounts.
Oh, so you had your moment.
He had one moment in the 7 years he's been around, or 7 years.
Oh, listen, they'll tell you different, but I swear to God, my bars were like this, right? And anytime they would look at it and they'd be like, no, it's straight. but you know when it's not straight if you're riding it. You know what I mean? And that was the only thing we ever didn't butt heads, but it was something every time I would come in, I would tell him about the bars. We eventually got it fixed, but he will not tell me I'm right.
Because you're not
Which
right.
is a problem, actually. Which is actually a problem. We should work on that.
Yeah, okay.
So here at the Baker Factory, you guys all have your own, like, I don't know, it's not a cubby, but like a locker room area, but you're all right next to each other. So is anybody a slob?
Nah,
Dean.
no, I'm not.
I had a feeling it was going right. Everybody,
Why does everyone always point the fingers
everybody
at
looked
me,
at
right?
you when he
I
said
know.
that question. Everybody looked at you.
You're not
Why
allowed to
is
be
it?
here.
It
You're
used
not
to
allowed
be Jason, but now I think it's you now.
Dude,
Jason's
I
gotten better.
vacuum, I clean up.
No.
I
Jason
do.
takes his boots off outside now. He still gets dressed upstairs, okay, but at least he picks up his mess a little better now. Now his girlfriend, if she can kind of help him a little bit, would be fantastic.
Yeah, that's for you, Jason. He's just gonna let that ride. Hey, Jason, you know what I wanted to know is, you and I were talking about this during the 2020 season, how you like going to the movies by yourself and just kind of relaxing in the darkness and getting into a space there. But now with the way the world is these days, it's hard to find a theater that's open. So what are you doing?
Yeah, well, when I lived in Claremont, I used to live right behind the movie theaters, so you could literally walk there. So I would cruise over there all the time. I would just go to the movies all the time. But now, since I haven't, I've just been getting on my Netflix shows and Hulu and stuff like that. That's really all you can do.
You know, that probably tells a lot about a person if you said, what's your favorite movie? Anyone?
It really does.
Yours is like Dora. That's probably all you
Dora?
get.
Dora, that's all you're getting.
Blippy.
Blippy.
I like Shooter.
What?
Shooter.
Ooh, that one is
Great
good.
movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Are you serious?
Oh, I got it. Well, it's on my list now.
It should be the top of your list.
I know Dean's is Dumb and Dumber. What about you?
Isn't Shooter almost like Sniper?
Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
Yeah.
The Shooters like that?
Yeah, it's similar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be mine.
What about the youngsters?
Probably Hot Rod. I know you know.
Styles kind of looks like a
Yeah,
hot rod.
probably either Step Brothers or Shot Caller. It's like two opposites, but one of those two.
Never heard of Shock.
There's like a Hello Kitty movie.
Pretty
I see
into
him
that,
watching
yeah.
So,
Give him a pat on the back.
Jalek, have you figured out how to work the situation, or?
Oh, nah.
Because I saw him kind of getting on you a little bit earlier.
Wait, who?
Alden.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah.
Because your hair.
Yeah, bro, the hardest thing was like cutting my hair. And then like really
Just
like
trying to look good.
my confidence went from like here and now I'm like down here. So like I really just keep my mouth shut.
So you gotta earn your hair through speed. Is that how it goes?
I don't know. Dude, it's like my
shampoo
third week out
sponsorship.
here. I
A
don't know.
shampoo sponsorship would be good for him.
Just for men?
Who said that?
I did.
He's the last one to talk, dude. Last one.
Dean's just jealous because he has so much gray.
Yeah, the gray's coming in
You
thick.
have gray.
Yep.
You're not even 30.
Yep, I'm gonna be the silver fox here, about 35, I reckon. Just preparing for it.
Well, let's play a little game of like the best and the worst. Like, if you had to think about, you know, you can pick motocross or supercross, doesn't matter. But like, I guess if we did, we'll start with Jason Anderson. You listening? You tuning in? Like, real quick, like just what's the best thing about what you do and what's the worst thing?
To be honest, the best thing about what I do is just riding. And the worst thing for me is anything off the bike. I don't really enjoy very much of it. But I've gotten better as I've gotten older, but I think that's just because I've done it so much, it's kind of just habit. But riding is the best, and then off the bike training is probably not so fun.
Anybody else?
I'd agree with Jason. The best is, you know, the riding part, but the worst for me being young is just being away from my family.
Yeah.
I'd say
How
the
about for you,
best.
I had it in my head. I was like,
That was deep.
Can we get some tissues over there? Styles is like,
How about you, RJ? What is it for you?
No, I'd say the best is like when you have that winning feeling. Like I don't have it, you know, much since I turned pro, but you know, when you do get that first one, and you know, you have that feeling of like everything you accomplished, that's what, you know, keeps coming back. You know, I'm at a spot right now where we need to be winning, and you know, need to be in that championship hunt. So hopefully we're there. And yeah, I'd say the worst part would be kind of just the whole downfall of crashes and, you know, how fast it can spiral, where you take, you know, one negative and just keeps leading up. But as age and, you know, maturity happens, kind of get over that.
Well, as we get close to wrapping this up, Jason, let's start with you here with 2021 here, and you are number 21. Let's talk a little bit, just real quick, each of you maybe, you know, where you're at, what you're thinking, what is your goal that you want to achieve? I mean, everybody wants wins and championships, I get that. But tell me something a little bit deeper that you think about at night as you're getting ready to go do it again in another day training, getting ready for a gate drop, whether it's Supercross or motocross, where you're at for 21. Jason, we'll start with you.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I've had success in the 450 Supercross, and I've had wins, I've had podiums, and this year I feel really good going in. But as far as like my expectations and everything, I want to do good. I want to be on the podium, obviously, but I just kind of want to enjoy myself. You know, just you know, hopefully, you know, because obviously, you know, there's going to be peaks and valleys through the whole season, you know, emotionally and stuff like that. But I would like to just, you know, hopefully enjoy every little bit of it, and hopefully have a good, successful season, and just enjoy my time at the races.
And see old little hombre up on the podium, right? All right, Stilez, you're up.
Yeah, honestly, just learn a lot this year, you know, rookie year, and try not to make those dumb rookie mistakes, and yeah, just get used to it, and yeah, just do my best every weekend.
Jalek?
I'd say just being really consistent this year. Obviously, last year was really up and down, but yeah, this year I just want to put my head down and just keep on working, getting better, and yeah.
RJ?
Yeah, so I've yet to have a Supercross win, so I really want to start off with that. Like we said, we want to be battling for a championship, so take it weekend by weekend, or race by race. Not racing on weekends now, but man, just be in it there at the end. Try to be consistent, knock that win off, and hopefully we can show what we've been working on all off season.
All right, Dino?
Yeah, for me, I just want to really focus on my starts. That's going to be important for me. Starts have never really been my greatest point, but last Supercross I did get the whole shot, so we're starting off, you know, we're coming off a good start. So yeah, and then think less, you know, and enjoy it. I think sometimes I think too much at the races, and I'm the type of guy, think less and just go do it. And that's what we're gonna do. That's the game plan.
That's the game.
All right, Zach, bringing all that momentum. What's in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, to win this championship would be amazing. That's like the last mantelpiece that I need to complete the sweep. So I would really love to be in the title hunt at the end of this season, and continue the momentum that I had at Salt Lake last year, and then obviously with the outdoor championship. So for me, it's just hunting for that supreme feeling like I was talking about earlier, and letting my body and brain kind of just go and do the job.
Steve, so scuba, so you call it scuba, right?
Yeah. Well, it depends on who you're asking.
It depends on the day. Steve is
if you're in trouble,
not
it's
cool.
Steve. If
Scuba's cool.
Scuba's
so there's
cool.
two different people.
Okay.
It's kind of like
So you have just an outstanding team here, and of course for the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna Factory Racing team, it extends beyond the riders. You know, probably another 15 or 20 individuals. But what makes you confident going into 2021?
I would say all their preparation that they've done in the off season, you know, knowing that, you know, they all do their homework at the end of the day, and, you know, they, you know, do their laps, they do everything they're supposed to do, and they, you know, stay straight, you know, on course with everything. And I can't thank them enough for, you know, putting everything they can into this, you know, which makes our team look great. So at the end of the day, it's them that make, you know, us look good. So even though my guys at the shop, you know, help them also get, you know, the equipment and everything ready for them, and you know, they just need to go in and just do the best that they can at every round, and just focus, you know, just on that weekend and not at the end, and then it'll go.
So what I got from all that is that we're all really easy to deal with. You have a great time and the job's easy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Perfect. Okay,
That's why we have such a great
That's the
time.
way to go
Great.
racing right there, right? Got some new looks, some new logos, some new faces, and some people in some new positions all ready to go. No reason to believe that as the 2021 season gets underway, this group here couldn't be standing on top of the podium and grabbing a bunch of championships before the year is over. For Jeff Emig, I'm Ralph Sheheen. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations, guys, and best of luck in 21. We'll see you guys at the races.